your local digital cable or satellite provider for more details. Chargers, Broncos, Giants, Jags, Hard Yards on TSN.
Last half of the game holds 225 points.
Has to regroup. And that's a good start for Joanne Nadeau, who, as the owner of the Alexandria Lanes, is part of the Bowling Proprietors of Canada, and always nice to be joined by them when we come to Calgary. And on our immediate right, that's Arnie Rollins. He's the current president. Bob Randall, Mariana McConey, Al Moran, and Brian Sargent is right in the middle. He's the past president. Always nice to see them.
And while the boys were getting their glamour shots, the fourth strike now, and the pinfall is mounting on Shelly's side of the ledger. She's up 140 to 103 through 4 frames, a 37-pin advantage. But the open frame for Joanne in 5 is going to cost her dearly. Miscue there, off to the right side. Gives her a 35 count, bringing her 5-frame total to 175 as compared to Joanne's 118. Here's where you want to try to convert the spare, keep the game alive.
It would be a shame at this point to have an open.
But open she has, right on the nose.
Yeah.
So the opportunity that Joanne needed presents itself. Shelly broke off that string of strikes. It's a long way back, but it's far from impossible. 12 the final count, bringing her 7-frame total to 212. If she should strike out, 347. Joanne, 225 left. You do the math, that's 343. Needs these next 2 strikes to set it up. Stubborn left corner again, her 3rd one.
Left.
So that cuts her potential down to 313 with a spare now. Good reach, good result.
So trailing by 52 pins through 6. A former runner-up on the pins game back in 1988-89. Joanne Nadeau
cuts the margin now, throws the strike, giving her the 30 count through 7 frames. Good looking shot coming up in here. Ball goes over, stays on the lane, carries that right corner off.
Shelly trying to respond, and she does. After that open, comes back with the strike in 8.
Got a 34-pin lead now with 2 frames to play. Both players with strikes working in the 8th. No question about this one. She leans a little on it, thought it might have been a little thin. Watch the follow through. Comes up full.
Oh.
Last place, you want to get that when you got a strike working in the 8th and you're in a close match. And the match can get very close suddenly. So we'll need the pins respotted. Just the head pin came out, but you could see as the ball went through, it kind of triggered back on the string and caused that left side to be pulled down by the machine. So we'll just wait a second here. They'll get the left side re-racked. Just the head pin is out.
We want to welcome Shelly's husband, Lyle. He's here joining us from Castlegar at the Frank Sisson's Silver Dollar Bowl and Casino. And it's, as we see so often, such a family game. He bowls, Shelly bowls, their 3 daughters bowl. In fact, their eldest daughter, Megan, went to the Nationals as a bantam player.
Starts young for some of the kids. They qualify in the Youth Bowling Canada program. Then they get an opportunity to get some of that experience. They typically like the experience playing against other provinces, and you're representing your province at the national finals. And it just leads to them escalating up to this competition.
And we should offer some congratulations as well to Joanne, because she was quite recently voted into the Bowling Hall of Fame. So congratulations to her. But there's another family who has dedicated their life to the game. And the game, her father was a proprietor. Game has been in their family since the early 60s.
Yes. They're a dedicated bowling family, if you will, and it's their livelihood. They look after it. They all participate, and you'll see her face around for years to come, I'm sure, as the kind of quality bowler that she is.
It's the Canadian Bowling Championship, women's 5-pin play. The winner takes home $10,000. We're still waiting for the pins to reset. Barb McLaughlin has already moved on, last year's runner-up. She bowled a 316, and waiting to see now who she will play, either Shelly Stoushnow or Joanne Nadeau. And the applause from the crowd here at the Silver Dollar means the pins have been reset after that thunk of the head pin.
A critical factor here, get the 15 points. She's still got the lead. Doesn't want to give away anything extra, and there's probably 2 more points going over to Joanne Nadeau. And by that I mean that's 2 less that she has to earn. There's the 13 count. She's got 248 through 9 frames. Best that she can bowl if she strikes out is 293. Joanne Nadeau right now, 313 possible. Big, big, big frame.
Well, for Shelly, it's a much better game. In her previous appearance on TSN, she averaged 228, so she's up by 20 pins. Oh.
Okay, missed to the side. That drops her potential. Down to 283. Has to cover the spare. Better shot, but no break in that left corner again. So the best she can hope for as she scans the scoreboard is pick up this corner pin. That will give her a 266. It will force Shelly into throwing a mark in the 10th at least. Shelly right now can bowl a 263 with a 15 count. Joanne wants to score at least a double and leave a corner to force Shelly into throwing a mark in the 10th. She's not going to do it. And the match is pretty much over unless Shelly walks out of the building right now.
Right.
She's got 248 through 9. The best Joanne can do, 251 with a spare conversion here and cap it with a strike. That's not going to happen.
Not going to happen. And when you look back at this, Shelly Stoushnow, that run of 4 strikes, 3 through 6. Of course, she didn't have an open until the 7th.
She made mistakes in the 1st and 2nd by missing, but she made the conversions for the spare to keep the game alive. So 233, the final result for Joanne. Disappointing finish, opening the 9th and 10th frames.
And well below her TSN average of 244.
Okay, a right corner. First time that Shelly has left a corner pin. Difficult one there. Okay, not the way you want to finish off. So use this last ball. You're going to play Barb McLaughlin next. It could be important picking up corners against a bowler like that. Use this one for a little practice. You've already got this game in the match. And
no.
Okay.
13 count in the final frame for Shelly Stoushnow. as the edge came off her game, realizing that she will advance as she bowls a 261. Shelly Stoushnow from Castlegar, BC, will advance now to the quarterfinal and face Barr McLaughlin